Chief Starter lets him know 1 to go, and we're ready to go racing. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
I know you are. Butler Motor Speedway, are you ready to go sprint car racing here tonight? Well, we ask you fans at this time to please grab your seats and make sure all of the fans around you are able to take in tonight's green flag racing action. On the front row, it's going to be Justin Peck and Aaron Reutzel bringing them to the green flag for 30 laps, $12,085 on the line. The high rollers come off of turn number 4, and we are racing at the Mace Thomas Classic. Justin Peck clears Aaron Reutzel quickly down into turn number 1. Reutzel's going to lose another position to Brad Sweet. Off the jump, Brad Sweet now up into second. Field unwinds out of turns 3 and 4 across the line. We're 1 lap in, 29 to go here. Jostling for position all around this 3/8 mile oval. And look at Lynch going after the $100,000 winner from last weekend. Lynch up around Aaron Reutzel for the run of his season so far to this point. Aaron Reutzel trying to find out exactly what's going on with that Power Plus Ridge & Sons Racing number 87, as he's been on the backslide since the green flag flew. And I think one of the things, Nathan, that fans loved about this race last year was it was just so consistent with action, and that was aided by the fact there was long green flag runs. It's obviously very, very early, just coming around to see 5 into this one, but boy, it's got that feel once again.
Yeah, they're about to catch the back of the pack, and that'll make for some exciting racing at the front of the field as Brad Sweet tries to reel in your leader, Justin Peck.
0.8 of a second, the margin from Brad Sweet up to Justin Peck. Here we go, a good look right there at Abreu and Brenham Crouch. That's going to be the fight for the 5th position on the racetrack. Brenham Crouch trying to keep the St. Helena, California driver behind him, but no. Abreu able to show him the tail tank. Meanwhile, up front, Justin Peck, your race leader, just as Nathan called it out, quickly finds himself immersed in lap traffic. And man, immersed is putting it lightly. He's got cars high and low in front of him, and now lap traffic already behind him. But all this is allowing is Brad Sweet to get even closer. They're going to split lap traffic. No, Brad's not able to come along for the ride. Man, and Justin Peck needs to keep doing exactly that. And that's putting cars between he and the driver of the number 49, Brad Sweet. Lynch up to 3rd. Bryce Lucius giving Brad Sweet fits here through 3 and 4. Sweet finally clears the driver from Findlay, Ohio. And Nathan, it's just not getting any easier for Justin Peck. He's got him stacked 2 wide right in front of him, at least 3 rows deep.
Yeah, he's got to get excited. Is he going to go top, bottom, or is he going to split the gap on each of these 2 lap cars side by side coming up?
Now you tune back in on the double box. Aaron Reutzel goes right back after the Mercedes Motorsports number 42 of Lynch, Abreu, and Tanner Thorson come to call as well. Tanner Thorson in search of his best result of the 2025 season. Leaders through 1 and 2. Off the back straightaway, they'll head now. Naida breaks up the top 2. Of course, Peck still leading the way, and this is just so reminiscent of Justin Peck from 1 year ago here. He was behind the wheel of the Boot Motorsports number 13, but the performance was not much different. He led early and led often, and I believe it was a mistake on the restart, actually, that caught Justin Peck out and allowed James McFadden and Brad Sweet to become a part of that race. Tanner Thorson, meanwhile, now cracks the top 5. He's not done yet, as he'll set his sights on the 24 Abreu. Thorson throws it down into 3 and 4, tries to roll the bottom. He'll push up. Abreu holds on to the 4th position, but Thorson's not done yet, as they're right behind Aaron Reutzel, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on your screen. And we are ripping through this one halfway. Crossed sticks at the starter stand. 15 down, 15 to go. Justin Peck leads him off of 2 down the back straightaway. He's trying to run away and hide, but it's not that easy when you've got the 6-time National Touring Sprint Car Series champion right behind you, Brad Sweet. Man, so familiar to 1 year ago at this race. Aaron Reutzel getting a little bit of breathing room as he tries to pull away from Abreu. And Tanner Thorson, wow, can't say enough about Tanner Thorson, as he looks phenomenal here tonight, sitting in the 5th position. Already past the halfway point. We're quickly sneaking up on 10 laps to go. Where is the time gone? The fun flies by quickly here at the Butler Motor Speedway. There's a good shot at Rico Abreu trying to keep Tanner Thorson at bay. Abreu in that 4th position. The Rod Gross Motorsports Smith Titanium number 88 entry of Tanner Thorson looks as good as he has all year. Justin Peck, Brad Sweet, Aaron Reutzel, Abreu, and Thorson. Your top 5. Cy Lynch to 6th, Marks 7th, Crouch, Courtney, and Casey Jedrzejek up to the 10th position. Jedrzejek trying to reel in the rest of that top 10. And just like that, we see 10 laps to go in the Mace Thomas Classic. Brent Marks, Bryce Lucius up in front of the battling pair of Marks and the 42 of Cy Lynch. And Brad Sweet is as close to Justin Peck as he might be all night long. Man, Justin Peck, oh, just barely squeaks by Sterling Kling, the driver from Tempe, Arizona, in that number 34. Kling's been showing up and supporting Kubota High Limit Racing a bunch already this year. Peck streaks across the start-finish line. He's got 1 win on the year already. Kevin Rudeen, Monica Rudeen, they put so much into the sport of sprint car racing. Not just money, but time, support, commitment, advocacy. And Justin Peck trying to carry their name, their brand, and their mission with the Race Rudeen Foundation to victory lane here tonight. Brad Sweet, though, has 2 feature victories as they come around to 5 to go. Sweet right alongside Justin Peck. He's sat and waited and watched. Has he figured out the driver from Monrovia, Indiana? It's nearly a drag race down the back straightaway into 3 through 4. They'll come around to see 4 laps to go. Sweet pulls the trigger. They're dead even at the line. Give the lead to Brad Sweet. Justin Peck battles back on the high side, though. Peck keeps his foot in the throttle. He's got the top spot going down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet stares at side panel of that number 26 top wing and falls back in line. Reutzel trying to reel these 2 in, and that's exactly what he's done. They'll come around to see 2 to go. Aaron Reutzel crashes the party. He goes around Brad Sweet from 3rd to 2nd. Here we come out of turn number 4. 2 to go at the line. Man, Aaron Reutzel just kind of laid back in the weeds. Picked the right moment when Brad Sweet had just taken a shot at Justin Peck. Now, does Aaron Reutzel have enough time? He's got 1 lap to go here at Butler Motor Speedway. White flag in the air. Peck stumbles a little bit in traffic. They go down the back straightaway. They come across through 3 and 4. White flag in the air this time by. 1 to go now as Justin Peck has Aaron Reutzel right behind him. Reutzel's going to take 1 last shot at it through 3 into 4. Justin Peck's going to carry the Rudeen name to victory lane for the 2nd time here in 2025. The Race Rudeen Foundation, Hager Realty, and Skagit will be adorned in Whiskey Myers victory lane once again. Aaron Reutzel with quite a charge comes home in 2nd. Brad Sweet 3rd, Rico Abreu 4th, and Tanner Thorson your top 5. Tyler Courtney was 6th, Brent Marks 7th. Zane DeVault, Cy Lynch, and Casey Jedrzejek your top 10. And it sounds like Brad Sweet putting so much work in there at the very end of that race, lost a right rear tire coming across the start-finish line. And, still somehow manages to stand on the podium. We'll get a look at that when we head down to Whiskey Myers victory lane. But ladies and gentlemen, the Mace Thomas Classic flew by, and Justin Peck is your winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Peck, your winner of the Mace Thomas Classic. For the 2nd time in 2025, the Rudeen Racing number 26 gets the job done. But it wasn't for lack of effort by the rest of the field here tonight. Justin Peck celebrates with his crew in victory lane. Hey, you didn't wait for me in victory lane. I don't know what that's all about. 2nd one this year, clean and green all the way. But what I want to know was this redemption for what happened here 1 year ago in 2024 at Butler.
Yeah, it's great to have an engine that takes off on starts and doesn't stumble. That's kind of how we lost the race last year, and feels good, man. I'm happy to win. For whatever reason, I kind of like racing in Michigan. I didn't really do it a whole lot, but when I started running with the All-Stars, we made trips up down 96, and with the high limit stuff, we came here last year, and it was really fast, and switched teams this year, and still kept that speed up coming back to the state of Michigan. So, hats off to my guys, Tyler and Brandon and A-Rod. I felt really tight in hot laps and qualifying, and felt like we kind of lucked out on laying an okay lap down, getting us in position there to where we were going to be able to make the dash, and made some adjustments for the heat race and got really fast. So, like I said, I'm just hats off to my guys, man. Hager Realty and Race Redeem Foundation and Skagit Speedway, Rudine Racing, and say hi to Kevin and Monica back home, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to put another one in victory lane.
This track tonight, I don't know how much it changed to you guys, but it just seems so fast, so physical around this place. Brad Sweet takes a shot at you. Aaron Reutzel lines up right there at the very end. How aware are you of those challenges when they're right behind you, but you're amidst so much lap traffic yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It got so dirty there. I felt really good, and then caught lap traffic and still was able to make some clean passes, just no one was really up top, so I was able to kind of make a lane up there and just keeping clean air. But, once we got into thicker traffic, guys were kind of everywhere. Guys were running the bottom, guys were running the middle, guys were running the top. And, the dustier it got, the freer I got, and I kept getting the wing back, but that would get me too tight when I'd hit the curb off of 2. So I just had to really kind of stay patient and just know that if I could make clean runs on the exit of the corners, that I was going to be able to use the lap cars as kind of picks, I guess. And, Brad did kind of get me. I don't know if he ended up leading that lap, but I made the wrong decision and tried to go around a lap car that I wasn't all the way to yet, and he was able to kind of squeak in there on the bottom. But, luckily we were able to get it done. It got real difficult because, you just couldn't really see in the dust, and, guys were everywhere. So I felt like, especially too, like once we got to the mid-pack there of lap cars, it was like my entry speed, especially in the 3, was so much faster that it tripped me up a couple times, and I got terrible exit speed, and just had to keep it together, stay calm. I really enjoy racing with talented race car drivers like Brad and Aaron, because it seems like we can race really hard and kind of squeeze each other a little bit, but we never end up banging wheels. It's just a lot of respect between all of us racing against each other, and a lot of it's fun racing with the guys that have a lot of talent.
It looks like a lot of fun. Let's get that Chasm Safety Technologies win box in here for you. You got the golden ticket. The more of those you collect throughout 2025, anytime a high roller or anybody wins a feature with Kubota High Limit in 2025, they get that Chasm Safety Technologies win box. You're a full-timer with the series. You've won. You get to send $1,000 of an angel donor's money to any charity you'd like to support tonight. Which charity are you supporting?
Yeah, definitely send it off to the Race Redeem Foundation. Kevin does seem to excel in everything that he gets into, and the Race Redeem Foundation thing seems to help a lot of people. So the more we can support that, that operation, the more people they can help.
Justin Peck, for the second time in 2025, you're a winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight at the Mace Thomas Classic is Justin Peck. He gets that Chasm Safety Technologies win box. So many drivers here in High Limit in 2025 elect to use Chasm Safety Technologies to keep them safe in the event of an accident. We thank them for the support of Kubota High Limit Racing. Picking up the Rod End Supply Hard Charger Award here tonight. That sounds like it's going to be Tyler Courtney in the 7BC. Justin Peck, your winner, sets the fastest lap of the race. Thanks to Jake's Golf Carts for presenting the fastest lap. And then Lynch was your Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Race. He's no rookie, but we keep talking to him a lot here on the podium in 2025. Aaron Reutzel, what was that Butler Motor Speedway like for you tonight?
It was really good there at the end. Actually, my car was pretty good the whole race. I just, I tried to hurry up and get to the Peck's outside, and he came across so fast it kind of just shoved me up over the cushion. Nothing. He had to do what he had to do, to try to keep the lead. And allowed Brad to get by me, and then the 42 got by me, and he was all over every which line. And then once I finally got by the 42, I was able to run them all back down because I couldn't even see him at one point, and then I ran them back down and got by Brad and got to Peck, and it's just a little too late. If I could at least held on to third and not fell back to fourth, maybe I had a shot at him, because I felt like he was kind of struggling there a little at the end, and my car was super, super good. I could just run in off people's right rears and run the bottom, run the top, whatever I needed to do. But yeah, second place, nothing to complain about. It's our car is phenomenal right now. The team's clicking on all 4 cylinders, and or all every cylinder, whatever the hell that's saying.
I think it's 8 these days.
Yeah, whatever. It's hitting on every cylinder. How about that's how it goes?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, just huge team effort. Couldn't be more proud of our entire team. Power Plus, Fulkins, Brian Paver, Bargain Barn, Rasmussen Truck Center, Don Long, Elite Wings, Ryder Racing Engines, Triple X Chassis, Sure Built Suspension, Kaiser Wheels. Just everyone involved in this race team. We got a fast hot rod, and it's a lot of fun to be driving this car right now.
Aaron Reutzel, after a $100,000 victory, second, not so bad. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Aaron Reutzel coming home in second. And so typically we would stop and talk to our third place finisher, but I'm being notified via our intercom right now with our folks back in the trailer that third place finisher Brad Sweet has actually been disqualified from the Mace Thomas Classic here tonight after electing to not roll the scales following tonight's 30-lap feature. So with no third place finisher being promoted down here in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, you've heard from our 2 podium finishers. Aaron Reutzel, fresh off a $100,000 victory last week at the Bob Weichert Memorial in Port Royal, Pennsylvania. But for the second time, your feature winner here in 2025 is Justin Peck from Monrovia, Indiana, with the Race Routine and Skagit Speedway, number 26, parked in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane.